Christian Jack with Charlie O'Connor-Clark inside a very loud and boisterous York Lions Stadium after York United defeated Atlético Ottawa by 4-1. Charlie, it was billed as first versus second, and boy did it deliver. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing to say is that this is a statement win from York United FC. Coming into it in second place, 5 points off Ottawa. They're still 2 points back, but they brought Ottawa into this building and they proved that it is very difficult to beat them here.
Yeah.
They are unbeaten in 8 games at York Lions Stadium here after losing quite embarrassingly to Forge in that first game here. Since then, it's been all them.
Yep.
4-1, to go down 6 minutes into the game and to come right back and then to go again and again and just kill this game off, even when Ottawa continued to have their chances, hit the woodwork twice in the second half. York United just aren't going to roll over like that, and it's a very different kind of team than we've ever seen here before.
It's true. If you're paying attention to anything Canadian soccer, and if you're watching us, I'm sure you are, the needle is moving here at York United. That's 24 points in their last 12 games. I'm no mathematician, but that's 2 points per game. That is their record club run. And by the way, that averages out to 56 over a season. That's more than Cavalry got last year. And it's also now more than Atlético Ottawa are averaging as well. So they've had 24 points in that run. Ottawa 19. They've been a better team than anybody in the CPL now, Charlie, for over 2 months. And since Benjamin Mora came in, the coach has done a great job.
Yeah, he absolutely has. And you can just see that this kind of new identity is starting to take shape. They've moved to that 3 at the back. They're really finding that that is the way that works for them.
Yep.
You've got just a lot of individual players in good form. Juan Cordova has been playing incredible football since Moore took over. Brian Wright back into a tie for the Golden Boot
Yeah,
League.
got a goal.
He's a changed player this year after a very difficult year last year. Just all of these players just seem to be full of confidence that I think they haven't had at this club for a little bit.
Last one for you, Atlético Ottawa. They came out the gates. They spent the money in the off-season. They were the hot favorite off the top. 2 wins in their last 7. Every team goes through this kind of patch. But it does feel like that when they went down a goal, they stopped playing a little bit. And are we seeing a little bit more of that familiar Atlético Ottawa, a bit where they're not kind of taking the game by the attack where they need to be more? They've got a lot of attacking players on the field.
They do. And there were a couple moments that were a little bit like that. I think, the Cordova goal in particular, they keep backing off him and he just kind of looks at the space and he looks and he shoots. This is a team that I do think in some ways they were a little bit further ahead of where maybe they even expected them to be. A very hot start to the season, and they were always going to have a bit of a stretch like this, but there are some of those tendencies starting to creep back in where they're not maybe seizing a game. They had the lead for quite a long time in this game. They didn't find a way to make it 2, make it 3, put the game to bed. They had chances that went off the woodwork in the second half, but still they kind of let York back into the game, allowed them to have the ball and play into them, and that's just not something you can do to this team at this time.
No, they'll definitely pick you off. Special times, as I said, if you're ever in the area, get yourself down to a York United game. It's been pretty special as well. I'll be at Forge tomorrow night as they continue, but undoubtedly Atlético Ottawa now just 2 points clear of York United at the top of the CPL standings.